What's up, y'all? It's Coach Monk here. It's Dark 30. I'm gonna get you into this week's workout. And this is when most of the work for me gets done. Dark 30 before anybody is awake. So some of y'all watching, y'all don't have time to get it in, man. Just get up an hour earlier, and that's the best time to do it. So what we're doing today, we're doing a pure strength workout, working on our pushing. You can do this with other body weight movements too. It's based on Pavel Tsatsouline's method. He's one of the world-renowned strength trainers, period. End of story. You can look him up. So this method is similar to what is called a grease the groove method. So first thing is we're doing push-ups today. Everything we're doing is push-ups. We're doing only push-ups today. Now what we would do is later in the week, we would do the same workout, but we would do pull-ups instead of push-ups. That way we're keeping everything nice and balanced. And you can use this method doing different body parts, different movement archetypes to keep you, and again, it's pure strength, and you can do it with any type of body weight movement. You can also do it from a weight training perspective, but there's some different stuff. So I'm just focusing just on body weight. So basically what you got to do, you got to get a max set of push-ups. So if you haven't done a max set of push-ups, that's as many reps as you can do and get a number for that. If you haven't done that in a while, your first set today, you're going to get that max rep number. Now, I did a max set. So my number is 112. So what you're gonna do, if you have that number, and it's gotta be relatively recent. If you haven't done a max set in 6 months, even though you've been doing push-ups, test yourself today and then use the number on your test. Don't use the number based upon a max you got 6 months ago. You could be way stronger, way more efficient now, or you could be not as strong and not as efficient, or there are a lot of other things. And I'm talking to some of my personal athletes right now. Don't be prideful, be humble right now. And if you don't have that, don't use that number we used when we tested back in October. You need to test yourself again and then use the number you get today. So once you get that number, so if you tested today, after you get that number, you need to rest for 8 to 10 minutes, and then you're going to do 8 more sets of push-ups, but you're only going to do half the number of your max. So for instance, you did 50 push-ups, your next 7, you're going to rest 8 to 10 minutes, and then you're going to do 7 more sets. That'll give you 8 working total sets of 25 push-ups. All right. If you already have your max number of push-ups and you didn't do a max today, what you're going to do, you're doing 10 sets of push-ups and you're using half of that amount up to 50 reps. So for instance, my number is 112, right? My half of that will be 56, but I'm not going to go over 50. So if half of your amount is over 50, then you're just going up to 50 and you're doing 10 working sets of 50 push-ups. That makes sense. Rest 2.5 minutes between each set. You want to be kind of nice and fully recovered, but you don't want to rest so much that you lose blood flow. Okay, so again, be humble and do it right. You're going to get the maximum benefit. Some of my athletes watching this, I know how y'all are. Y'all are going to want to inflate the number and do more than you're supposed to. Don't do that. It's not going to have the benefit it needs to if you do it that way. All right. So again, if you got your max today, do that set, rest 8 to 10 minutes, and then you're doing 7 more working sets of half that number. If you already have a max, then you're doing half of that amount up to 50 reps. If it's more than 50 reps, you stop at 50 and you're doing 10 sets with that 50. All right, let's get after it.